What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for a week. What is this? This is week 6.
Week 6.
Yeah, week 6 recap in the NFL 2013. We're going to go ahead and get it started off. We featuring Miss Gmias today, so we're going to let her go ahead and go and start it.
New York Giants at Chicago. New York Giants 21, Chicago 27.
Okay, listen. The Giants are doing what they're supposed to do. Go 0-6. This game right here, they could have won. When watching it, the Giants had a lot of chances to win this game, but Eli Manning has a problem with throwing the ball to the other team this year. In particular, this year it's more drastic than it has been in the past. To be honest with you,
I mean, everybody got to be number one at something, right?
Yeah, but this is gonna be the third time he's number one in interceptions.
Oh, good.
He's already. I think he tied his whole total for last year. No, but like I said, Jay Cutler's gonna make mistakes. That's the problem with Jay Cutler with Chicago. Mm-hmm. He's gonna make mistakes. He's sort of like Tony Romo. Like, you just gotta wait for that right time. He's gonna do it. The Giants were playing very, very well. The Giants' defense had some critical stops. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When Eli started throwing those picks, out of his first 5 passes, he threw 2 interceptions. And they came out and played D. They weren't giving up scores. So if you take away those intos, the Giants win this game easily. So
most of Chicago's scores were on the interceptions?
Well, they were already in fucking red zone. Like, well, one of them, the first one was like red zone. The other one, he ran back for 6. Like, it was like crazy shit. It was like he was Matt Schwab. You know what I'm saying? So the bottom line is, I'm not really sold on Chicago because they should be able to dismantle a team like the New York Giants rather easily and not really rely on Eli Manning being Eli Manning. But even with that, they only won by 6. And then Eli Manning had to throw another pick at the end. He overthrew his fucking huge tight end. Even though some people may say that guy should have caught it because of his height, yeah, it was still overthrown.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much, the Bears did what they were supposed to do. They won at home. I'm not impressed. The Giants did what they're supposed to do and continue to fuck us all over in New York.
All right.
That's pretty good. Go ahead.
Green Bay at Baltimore. Green Bay 19, Baltimore 17.
Okay. This game right here, listen, I got to give, Eddie Lacy from the Green Bay Packers, our running back? Mm-hmm. I give him a lot of credit for this game because Baltimore, even with Ray Lewis and, Ed Reed, all these guys gone, even the other guy, Donnell Ellerbe, they play pretty well. They can definitely, it'll do that. But they play pretty well.
Okay.
What I don't understand, though, is what Joe Flacco's doing most of the time. It's like he doesn't.
Nobody understands.
No, he got paid. Listen. The man got paid.
Yeah, he got paid off of Ray Rice, Anquan Bolden, and what everybody else around him was doing.
You got to give him credit, though. The man had to make the guy had to make the throws. Listen, it's easy to say that.
That's what he's paid to do, is make the goddamn throw.
I know.
On the 4th and 29, you throw it like right at the line of scrimmage.
Do you realize that? Do you realize that there's 32 teams and all quarterbacks are paid to throw the ball, but fucking majority of them suck? I understand that. But what I'm saying is this man, Joe Flacco, is the highest paid quarterback. Okay? He comes out, and it's like he forgets his pocket presence. He's just standing there and getting the ball hit out of his hand. Like you don't do, like, you step up in the pocket, you recognize, you know what I'm saying? You like, you ever see like Drew Brees, like even Tom Brady, they sense the pressure, they step up in the pocket.
Yes.
Okay, this guy's just standing there. Sort of like Cam Newton, like an erected penis, but we're gonna get to him later.
Oh my God.
But they just stand there, so he's standing there like he's stiff. And he has to use all this time to wheel it up and throw it. Like, bro, you don't need all that. He has to, you know what I'm saying? You have to make better decisions. It has to be done faster because this is going to continue to happen.
Can I say something about Aaron Rodgers?
Go ahead.
Every single season since I've been playing fantasy football and actually watching it, he has 1 week where he plays shitty. Now, his shitty is better than a lot of QBs.
Okay.
Best play. But I rely on him for so many fantasy points.
Listen, my fantasy dreams are over, so go ahead.
He always has 1 week where he does not play to his normal standards.
Okay.
Barely squeaks out a win, and it's always the week when I need him the most. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to Aaron Rodgers and say thank you.
Listen, fuck this guy because I should have picked him up when he was available. But it doesn't really matter.
When?
When I had the number 1 draft pick in the last draft.
Oh, you picked AP.
I don't know why I did that. We'll get to that in a second. But bottom line is Green Bay has no receivers right now. James Jones is out.
And he's still doing what he has to do. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to give him credit. The man is out there.
He's picking people off the bench and making them look like
all-stars.
Listen,
dudes are walking around in the stadium. He's calling them down to put uniforms on them and just throwing them passes. So I give the guy a lot of credit. But Baltimore also, you got to give them some respect too. Because everybody tried to write them off or everybody's leaving. They can still play. Terrell Suggs is an ugly motherfucker. He could play some football.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with his face though, but he's ugly. Go ahead.
Cincinnati at Buffalo. Cincinnati 27, Buffalo 24.
Okay, we all know that.
To overtime.
Listen, we all know that Cincinnati had no business making this dumbass bench fucking, what was he? He's a practice squad QB come in and bring this game into overtime. I keep on trying to tell you, listen, Marvin Lewis is riding a fucking thin line. The head coach of the Bengals. Because this guy Thad Lewis, whatever the fuck his name is from the Buffalo, it's no way that you let a guy that's from the practice squad come in on a defense that's that fast, that efficient, and you fucking go into overtime with them? No. Listen, he's on notice, Marvin Lewis. And I told you, I don't like him because of his face. I think he looks like a fucking... I think he looks like a squirrel.
Wait. Marvin Lewis is the coach of Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes.
Buffalo had a practice squad
QB come in. Yes. Because
it.
EJ Manuel is hurt.
Okay.
And he lit that shit up. Like it's very, very hard for me to watch all the games simultaneously, but I get it all.
Is that the game was I watching that when he just came out and threw a dart?
Yeah, that was him. That was Thad Lewis. Yeah, number 9.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. The problem is when you're an experienced team and you have a very, very good defense, you can't have shitty teams come in there and do what happened with Buffalo. Because Buffalo, you know, I think that Lewis is actually probably pretty close to EJ Manuel's what is that, characteristics or whatever you want to say, his makeup, his skill set. I think they have the same skill set. They both can move, they both can throw. He had some beautiful rainbow throws, deep ball accuracy. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm just saying Cincinnati's defense is supposed to be better than that.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be allowing you might as well suit me up. If you're gonna let a fucking practice squad, like, I'll just come out and throw darts too. Like, their defense is so goddamn fast.
You gonna throw a dart?
Listen, and I might turn on the Jets. But I'm going to tell you this right now. This fucking team... Listen, Cincinnati, I don't expect anything from them. So I'm just going to be honest about it. I just don't expect... Because they have a lot of power. Andy Dalton, I'm not sold on him. But AJ Green is a fucking beast.
Yes, he is.
Okay, but like I said, it's a situation where Cincinnati's just being Cincinnati. They're letting people hang around that shouldn't be hanging around. And that's gonna hurt them more than help them later on in the season. Go ahead.
Detroit at Cleveland. Detroit 31, Cleveland 17.
All right, listen, Brandon Weeden. You ever see those English comedies where they ding 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 that music that they play when it's like
that's circus music.
Yes,
I know what you mean.
That's what I hear in my head every time I see this fucking guy goes out.
Is it Benny Hill?
I don't know what it is,
his name?
But whatever it is, that's what fucking should be. That's what should be played whenever Brandon Weeden comes out. Did you see the come on man when he threw the pass and he just lifted through it like that? And that was him.
Gosh.
That was him. Listen, first of all, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Right to the defender. Are you serious?
What's the name? Yo, Brandon Weeden is a clown. Furia, the tight end from Detroit, had some great celebration dances. I really appreciate him doing that.
Brought back the Cabbage Patch.
Listen, but he was doing it mad fast too, and he did the gas pedal when he was like this. That's called the gas pedal. But listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and he did a pretty good windmill dunk. That was entertaining to me to watch that game. It was good to see Matthew Stafford throw the ball to somebody else other than Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson dropped some very key passes that he should have caught. That would have probably made the game even worse for the Browns. But eventually, you knew once Hoyer went out, the other guy that was in for Weeden, that this was going to happen. Cleveland has no shot with Weeden at quarterback. Weeden is a fucking bum, and he needs to be on the corner putting up like having a sign saying "We'll work for food" because he's definitely a bum. Detroit did what they're supposed to do. They handled a team that is lacking at QB, which you should. Brandon Weeden is not a real quarterback. Brandon Weeden should be working at Stop and Shop.
Oh
Next question.
St. Louis at Houston. St. Louis 38, Houston 13.
Okay, look. Matt Schwab, first of all, he was in the news because allegedly fans were attacking, came to his house or something. All kind of stuff was happening. They're trying to kill that motherfucker in Texas.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen, I don't know what's happening with him. He's shitty. But then when you think that he's shitty, he gets injured. He fakes an injury, which it looked like to me watching the game. Because he just had to get out somehow, and probably him and the coach figured out, like, look, bro, just fake an injury when the score gets wild so we can take you out and not put you back in. So they put in another guy, TJ Yates, who proceeds to start throwing pick sixes. He proceeds to start throwing pick sixes. So now, Houston is not only showing that they got one shitty quarterback, but they got two. St. Louis, I was all over Jeff Fisher last week about how he's been playing shitty. He turned it on for this game, but everybody's turning it on Houston. They're the Village Bicycle this year. Like they were supposed to win the division.
They're the Village Bicycle
in that division.
So in that division.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this right now: the Texans are not doing anything. J.J. Watt, I don't even know what he's gonna be after this. He's doing what he has to do, but he's being blocked a lot differently because obviously when you come out as a defensive player of the year, people are gonna pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? Houston is not the same team. Schwab needs to retire right now, mid-season, and give all his money back to the fans of Houston.
Oh.
No, he's horrible. And he's been shitty for a while. Yes, but Andre Johnson and a lot of other... the receivers make you. You know, Dante Culpepper, Randy Moss. Like, receivers make you, and in certain cases. But then you have great quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers. I got to give Tom Brady credit. Peyton Manning. Where they can make guys that are regular look very good.
Yes.
Okay. Schwab has always been a bum. Okay? Listen, his face just is no... Okay, look. I'm going to go to faces in a second. About faces of franchises. Listen, no. He's one of them.
Wait, Schwab is the one that looks like he has a syndrome?
Yeah, he has some kind of syndrome.
Okay.
And he does have LDS, little dick syndrome, but he has other syndromes too with his face. You could definitely tell. But the bottom line is, I'm going to go over faces and who should be faces of franchises and who shouldn't be. His face is so stupid.
Now, let me ask you this. It seems to me that it's tradition that the face of the franchise is the QB. Correct?
Usually. Because like Calvin Johnson would be the face of the franchise for Detroit. He's a wide receiver. Like if you think about Detroit Lions, you think about Calvin, you think about Megatron. It just depends on how spectacular the player is. Okay. But typically it is usually the quarterback because they have the ball 100% of the time. They touch it every snap. So, but if you're that much of a dynamic player, like, you know, it's kind of crazy because it's like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. They both were very, very significant players. Joe Montana was very, very great. Steve Young came in and started doing the same shit. Usually, you're right, though. Quarterbacks are the face of the franchise. But Houston, no. Houston, we have a problem. Next one.
Oakland at Kansas City. Oakland 7, Kansas City 24.
I gotta give Kansas City a lot of credit. Andy Reid has 5 cheesesteaks every 10 minutes.
Still in Kansas City?
But yeah, he has them shipped over by UPS. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I gotta give him a lot of credit, and I'm gonna tell you why. He's extremely obese. That's it. That's what I'm giving him credit for.
Oh, okay, good.
But look, the bottom line is this, bro. Kansas City was supposed to lose this game. The way that Oakland's came out and when they started playing, if they would have kept that going, they would have won this game. But when you get sacked 10 times...
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Terrell Pryor got no time.
His line is shitty?
His line was having fucking Quino burgers from that commercial in the fucking parking lot.
Quino.
Listen, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I have no idea what was happening. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this right now.
Well, let me ask you this.
When you get sacked 10 times, you're not going to win a football game.
Andy Reid, is it still the same quarterback? And I know Larry Fitzgerald is there. Is it pretty
Larry Fitzgerald's in Arizona. Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you need to stop drinking. Go ahead.
Is he working with the same people?
No, this is all,
sorry, I confused the 2 red teams.
What the fuck is... Okay, look.
They're red too, and Arizona's red. Okay. Kansas City is orange.
Okay, this is what happens when you hire a female. But look, I'm going to tell you this right now. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. Terrell Pryor has potential, but you got to give him some time in the pocket. The fucking line, they hiked the ball and they started running to the sidelines and just moved out of the way for the defense.
My question is Andy Reid working with the same team?
What do you mean same team?
Like, is the core the same? Same QB?
Dwayne Bowe. No. Alex Smith is new. Dwayne Bowe, a lot of the pieces are remaining as far as the receiving core, the running back, Jamal Charles, but the QB Alex Smith is new. And their defense is spectacular. Their defense is a fucking unbelievable. Okay. But you got to give them credit. But I can't give. Listen, Oakland needs to go find a new offensive line. Anybody that gets sacked 10 times in one game, the whole offensive line should be accountable for that. They should be all fired together and thrown the fuck out. Right. That's disgusting. So, it started off well. I gave a shout out to Terrell Pryor early on Twitter. In the beginning of that game, I liked the way he came out. But you can't do nothing if your offensive line don't block for you. Yeah. And they didn't. Darren McFadden is a fucking bum. He needs to just go fucking, go run track or something with Usain Bolt. This is not for him. Well, I guess because of his offensive line not blocking. I guess if you give him an offensive line like how Dallas had with Emmitt Smith, maybe. But anybody could be good behind that fucking line. They were all pros. But the team is horrible. Right now, they're playing like regular Oakland, and if they don't fix something, which is the offensive line, they're going to go back to being a Village Bicycle. Go ahead.
Carolina at Minnesota. Carolina 35, Minnesota 10.
Okay, listen. First of all, AP, bro, he shouldn't have played this game. he should have just fucking went and drowned himself in the nearest river. Because I started him in my fantasy league, and he fucked me over. Okay? Now, first of all, I understand, a child died. You met him at the hospital, allegedly. You didn't know that it was your kid. I understand all that.
It still might not be.
It's still, you know what I'm saying? She's a hoe, based on what's going on. She thought it was one guy, and then it didn't turn out to be that guy, so she's on Maury. She
went down a list of people who it could be.
Okay, so that's not good.
Like 8 or 9.
Okay, so that's not good. That's not good. And Cam Newton, this fucking guy, I hate the way this guy stands in the pocket. He stands like a fucking erected penis on the 4th hour of a Cialis overdose. Like, this guy, he just so upright and stupid. Like, he's like a robot. Mm-hmm. You can't move. You're a mobile quarterback, you dickhead. You got to show that you have some type of flexibility. Look at any of us. He just stands there. And everybody's running around. He just stands upright like a dickhead. I've never seen an athlete of his caliber do that. He looks like he's stiff, but he's so agile. And he's not using his body right. I don't understand what the fuck this guy is doing.
So by being stiff, means like he's a bigger target, or he's an easier
he's
target?
Easier to sack if you're not ready to move. You know what I'm saying? Like how your body has to be loose, like you can hop around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't like his pocket presence. He's a very athletic QB, but it's like he feels like he has all day every time he snaps the ball and he's in the pocket. He's just standing there upright like a fucking statue in a monument. Mm-hmm. Bro, you got to show that you can move. Okay. I really don't appreciate that. Matt Castle, who was the quarterback in this game for Minnesota, I don't know how to say this. Shitty. I don't know what it is. He's fucking garbage. That motherfucker right there, see, he's the kind of guy that you should just walk into the locker room and slap him in his face with an open hand. Mm-hmm. Matt Castle. When he was with the Patriots at one time, Tom Brady went down, and Bill Belichick built a scheme around him, which is why he should fucking go and suck Bill Belichick's cock every now and again, because he made him be able to be
just out of
marketable.
Respect, he should. Yeah,
just out of respect, you go suck his cock at least twice a month, because this guy is fucking garbage. Listen, the guy was I cannot fucking believe that these guys are allowed to be paid in the NFL, and there's families that are starving.
It just seems crazy to me that there's only 32 teams, and out of everybody in the country, you can't have 32 elite quarterbacks.
But that's the thing. That will never be the case, because it's sort of like the anything else.
Like not even elite, but just people who can do their job.
It's a judgment call. Like people will cut people that are very, very good for different reasons. They don't like the personality. It doesn't mesh, whatever like that. And it's not always about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vince Young is a decent quarterback, but he has mental issues. Mm-hmm. He's a clown-ass bitch. Mm-hmm. But Matt Castle, he meets the criteria for what they want for when he came into the league. Okay? He's garbage as fuck. And Bill Belichick made him look like he was better. He's sort of like the other guy that keeps on getting passed around now, Matt Flynn. Mm-hmm. Coaches make them look better than they actually are, then they go to the other team and they're just shitty. And that's what's happening. Matt Castle's a fucking piece of shit. And I'm so, like, watching the game was so frustrating because he's so fucking garbage. And him and Ponder, like, I would take Ponder over him, but Ponder's not that good either. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? It's a whole bullshit scene. So, pretty much you don't know what you're going to get. So it's whatever. But Matt Castle, watching that game was very, very disgusting for me. And no, I love football.
I know.
But when you come out doing that, when you got a shit stain on your jersey, like, bro, Matt Castle, bro, these guys need to just be able to retire. Like, this is not like one bad game. This is consistent. Like, the guy is shitty. He's been around. He's been doing the same. I think he was in Kansas City at one point. He's fucking garbage.
And they just keep passing the garbage around.
But meanwhile, you got other players like T.O. who, you know what I'm saying, he's like fucking 80 years old, and he looks like a chiseled up Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's about to win a competition, and nobody wants to give him a shot. I think he'll be better at wide receiver in a thing than this guy at quarterback. But you'll give a guy like this airplay to go out there and shit all over the field. But a guy like T.O., because he fucking destroyed 3 teams, you got a problem with the guy.
Exactly. T.O. has a fucking problem.
All right, but once again, Cam Newton has a beautiful smile. I'll give him that. So he's okay to be the face of the franchise for Carolina.
Okay.
I'm going to go over faces of the franchises.
And Minnesota?
Minnesota, AP, if he just gets those boogers out of his nose, because he always has a booger in his nose. And no, look at his interviews. He always has a booger in his nose, and he has like a patch of dandruff someplace in his bald ass head. Right. And I don't know how that's possible, so I don't know about him. But go ahead.
Pittsburgh at New York Jets. Pittsburgh 19, the Jets 6.
all I can say is I'm happy for Mike Tomlin and Ben Roethlisberger because they needed this win. Cromartie shouldn't have played because he's having hamstring problems or whatever, leg problems. Everybody knows, you do physical therapy. Your hamstring is the most essential part of moving around. If your hamstring is bothering you, don't try to be, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't try to be it.
Run and be explosive.
Exactly. And he was getting burnt. And when I say burnt, like it was a fire within the yardage between him and Emmanuel Sanders when he was getting burnt up. Cromartie's a great cornerback. Does he fuck bitches without condoms and he has 19 kids? Yes. But is he a great corner? Yes, he is.
What do you think New York has to do in order to give the Jets to Jersey? And just let them be the New Jersey Jets? I think we should just cut our losses.
So you think we should stay with the Giants and give the Jets away?
I think out of the two teams and the history of the two teams, it's better to put your money on the Giants.
Okay, I'll give you that. That makes sense. Let's
support Buffalo a little bit more as a New York team.
Yeah,
they don't.
New York is Buffalo is so damn far, but yeah.
It's still a New York. It's
still New York. New York is big as shit.
Let's focus more on Buffalo and give the Jets to Jersey.
But listen, the problem I have with the Jets is this: Geno Smith can't be the face of my franchise. I forgot
his face looks like that.
Yes, he looks like a bird. What did the guy say on my channel? A bird raccoon. You can't have that going on. Big Ben Roethlisberger is a rapist. He can't be the face of that franchise either. He's a great quarterback, but he's raped bitches in bathrooms.
He looks a little MR.
MR is what?
Mentally retarded.
Okay, listen. Geno Smith look like a bird.
So who would be? I think Polamalu should be the
Polamalu
face
is fucking. Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. Polamalu has the most beautiful hair I've ever seen in my life. Listen, I could tell you that as a fucking straight heterosexual male. That motherfucker, I want to run my fingers through his hair. Like, that's how fucking beautiful his hair is. What?
Nothing.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Nothing. You just being honest.
Okay, look, listen. Have you seen that man's hair?
Well, Sanchez is pretty.
No, Sanchez hair. Fuck that motherfucker.
Why you get so violent?
No, I don't like this fucking guy running around with headbands. That's what I'm trying to tell you with this excuse you're giving him. Because Polamalu's hair is much longer and beautiful.
And can go in a ponytail.
Listen. Fucking this pussy ass motherfucker Sanchez can do a lot of shit with his hair too. There's a lot of guys with the same fucking frame and same shit going on. He running around talking about man bands. Motherfucker, get your dumb ass on the field and throw a goddamn touchdown. You got rotate a cuff. Fuck that guy. Polamalu, on the other hand, I think he should be fined every time he puts that hair in a helmet. That's how beautiful that hair is. And I think a sample should be taken and given to every museum in every state. Just to show you what the fucking beauty of his hair is.
You are going too far.
Have you seen Polamalu's hair?
Because I love you, I have to stop you.
What are you talking about?
You're going too far.
What are you talking about?
Too far. Okay.
What are you talking about? What's the problem?
You're going too far. Enough is enough.
What's the problem?
Enough is enough.
No. Listen, let me further explain.
Are you going to talk about the game?
Listen, let me further explain why.
Oh my
Have
God.
you seen his hair dangling in the moonlight?
When the hell have you seen it dangling in the moonlight?
All right, go to the next team.
Oh my God. Philly at Tampa Bay. Philly 31, Tampa Bay 20.
First of all, can I just say one thing about Darrelle Revis? He's fucking garbage.
All right.
And that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, listen, and he won't respond to me on Twitter. That motherfucker. But we're not gonna go into the story with us. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. He better fucking. I think he has a computerized Twitter, because he wouldn't. I already sent him the message and he knew what the fuck's going on. But besides that, he got burnt by Deshaun Jackson, and Deshaun Jackson said he don't think he's that fast, and he showed. Of course, Deshaun Jackson is faster than Revis. I think Deshaun Jackson is faster than probably every cornerback in the league right now. The bottom line is this: Darrelle Revis is not what he was before, and the shutdown corner thing is kind of up in the air right now between him and Sherman, Cromartie, all these guys. They're playing decent.
I think Sherman's definitely on the up and coming, and
yeah, he is. I give Sherman because he also Revis is on the downside. He's on the downside. He's finished.
He's hit his peak.
Yeah. They probably will release him, and his guaranteed money will be gone shortly. But I had Philadelphia's defense in fantasy. And they fucked me over.
Oh, okay.
And I just want to say thank you to Chip Kelly. But Philly got the win. And that's all that matters. Nick Foles played great.
That's all that matters to them.
Yeah, not for us.
Damn fantasy
but
team.
Michael Vick, I have to cut him from my league because I really don't think that he should be back. Listen,
you keep putting your faith in him, and you keep drafting him, and then you keep cutting him.
Yeah, because you know what it is? You know what it is? I know his potential, but he doesn't know his potential. And he's running around and getting hamstring pulls. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, nobody hit him or nothing. He just ran and got a hamstring pull. How are you doing that? You're not stretching properly. You're in your 30s, bro. You got to have a different regimen that you did when you were in the 20s.
He needs to be doing yoga. These guys need to be doing like an hour of hot yoga a day. just to keep their joints and their muscles loose. Aside from all the lifting and everything else, everybody in every position needs to be doing an hour of hot yoga a day.
Yeah, yoga's good. And they will
find that you'll have fewer injuries and everything else.
Okay, now, Tampa Bay, I don't think they have a face of their franchise. Philadelphia, at this point, Nick Foles is ugly, so I can't use him. Deshaun Jackson is too arrogant. They don't have a face of the franchise either right now. Next team.
Jacksonville at Denver. Jacksonville 19, Denver 35.
All right, first of all, I got to tell you this.
I would say Denmark, but that's not even a place.
Jacksonville
in America
deserves a lot of credit for the way they played this game, and
for that loss.
Because they were predicted to lose by the biggest fucking spread in NFL history.
Bigger than last week with
bigger, and they came out and they played hard. At the end of the day, they got their ass whipped, but they have to know if they're able to play like this every game, they're gonna beat somebody. But they have to be ready to play like that you got to be able to play like this every game.
Aren't they the Village Bicycle of the
currently
season?
Of the season? Yes, they're the team that Orlando had apologized for airing their game. So at that point, when they start apologizing and airing your games on the network, you're the Village Bicycle. People are fucking you all over the place. Peyton Manning had a pretty bad game. He threw picks, which is very, very not, what is that word? It's not uncharacteristic of Peyton Manning, but you're gonna have games like that, but you got to get through it. And a lot of kudos to Peyton Manning for fighting through it, because you have those bum teams that come out of nowhere and just start playing hard. Like, what the fuck? You don't know what's going on, and that's what happened. Mm-hmm. But they came out and they got a win. And Jacksonville fought hard. I gotta give him a lot of credit. Peyton Manning is the face of a franchise. His forehead is very, very big, but he's marketable. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville, they should just have a shit stain as their thing right now, because they're garbage. So next thing.
Tennessee at Seattle. Tennessee 13, Seattle 20.
Okay, this game was pretty good. Russell Wilson was decent. Fitzpatrick was Fitzpatrick for Tennessee. I thought that Tennessee had a shot in this game, especially with that blocked field goal at the end of the half when they ran it back for 6. Mm. But the better team won this game. Nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary, just a hard-fought game. Mm-hmm. I can't really... Sidney Rice had a great catch on the sideline that they needed on the left sideline. That was really, really good. It shows growth with Russell Wilson. It's just a basic hard-fought win. It was nothing really, really spectacular. Marshawn Lynch did his thing, whatever. Pretty much, that it was a grind. It was a grind. They didn't run all over Tennessee. Chris Johnson is garbage, and I have to drop him.
Gotta drop him too.
Besides that, it was pretty much just a regular game. Face of franchises. Russell Wilson can be the face of a franchise. He's very professional the way he carries himself. I appreciate that. Chris Johnson has a grill in his mouth. He definitely cannot be the face of the franchise. Yeah. Next one.
New Orleans at New England. New Orleans 27, New England 30.
I enjoyed this game. And the reason that these games were always good when Drew Brees plays Tom Brady is because, in college, Drew Brees had his number. Mm-hmm. Okay. Tom Brady had to end that shit. Okay. He did get embarrassed when Edelman walked past him and didn't shake his hand.
That wasn't on purpose. He didn't see him.
It
happened.
Edelman is a bum.
It's just effed up because everything is on camera.
Everything.
And people, of course, are going to
listen. Cam Newton was digging in his nose last week. They had him on camera. Like, you can't do nothing.
So crazy.
Listen,
like in the wintertime when it gets cold.
Oh, and the snot is dried up on their face.
And
the
snot is just there. It's so disgusting. But they're out there playing a crazy sport.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, but you still should blow your nose. Like, I feel when this shit is there. It don't matter how cold it is.
I know, but when you're out there,
it don't matter. So you do the man thing. You suck it in through your nose and you spit it out. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be on camera doing that. Very, very exciting game.
Especially high
Drew Brees played very, very well. Rex, what's his name? What's the Ryan's name? What's the other Rob? Rob Ryan, the defensive coordinator of the Saints. His face when Tom Brady threw that pass at the end of the game was priceless. To Tompkins, great game overall. Very exciting the way we expect from not two high-powered offenses, because only New Orleans is a high-powered offense at this point. New England, I don't know what they're doing. They just stepped it up for this game. And they made it happen. Drew Brees still looked very, very good in the pocket, moving around. I enjoyed the game thoroughly. Tom Brady, I don't think that he's been playing well over the last couple of weeks, but he was ready for this game. And he went out and showed it. And it was this is what the NFL should be about. This is what the game should be about. And they went out and they played hard, and Drew Brees left with the loss. He's a fucking piece of shit. And no. Drew Brees is good. He's good shit. It's just that the defender, that's why I don't like small defenders. Mm-hmm. I don't like cornerbacks that are 5'10", 5'9". It doesn't make any sense. Because if you don't have good hop, that pass, if Cromartie's on that, Either Cromartie, Dominic Rodgers or Antonio. Sherman is there. Any Browner. That shit is picked.
You should talk about how Graham got shut down.
That I almost forgot about. He got shut down by Talib Kweli, a.k.a. Talib. Listen, there is no excuse for a 6'7" tight end being shut down by anyone. Because you're so huge. Listen, and the ball is being thrown where only you can catch it. So exactly. how are you not catching it?
He doesn't have a bum-ass QB throwing you the ball.
Yo, listen.
It's not Matt Schwab throwing you the ball. You kidding me?
Shit. Oh, wow.
This is crazy.
That was harsh. That was harsh. He's gone through a lot, Matt Schwab. There's no need to continue to bash the man.
I don't give a damn what he's going through. You see his paycheck? F all that.
All right, good shit. Listen, but Graham, as I call him, Graham Cracker Graham, that dude is garbage as fuck. And he'll be back next week, though, and they'll win the game and whatever else will go on for that. But you're right.
I don't like his haircut either, but that's neither here nor there.
It looks like he's a albino.
Yeah, it's just weird.
No, he just looks like he's ready to go kill somebody at any time.
Like it's the same color as his skin. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, look, I'm glad you don't.
Where are we? Arizona at San Francisco. Arizona 20, San Francisco 32.
Okay, listen, first I'm going to tell you this right now. Carson Palmer needs to lead the league right now.
Why? Because his girl knee?
No, not because of his girl knee, but because he's garbage.
Oh.
Okay? Larry Fitzgerald fumbled the ball. I give him that when he threw a key pass. Larry Fitzgerald...
He wasn't expecting it.
Listen, that's a good point. But Larry Fitzgerald needs to stop. First of all, he needs to take those braids out. That's the first thing he needs to do. The second thing he needs to do...
I would love it if all of these guys just took that crap out of their hair.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now about faces of franchises. That motherfucker needs to take those goddamn braids out of his hair. He got them braided in all kind of crazy designs. The Allen Iverson wave is over, guys. Cut your fucking hair, because you look like a fucking dick, and then you're fumbling the ball, will make you look like more of a dick. Fuck Arizona, okay? They don't celebrate Martin Luther King Day, neither do I. But I'm going to tell you this right now. It's really not mandated in their state, and I love it about them. But bottom line is this. San Francisco, Kaepernick needs to fucking... Listen, he got some key passes to Vernon Davis. Okay, great. He's not playing... I still don't like what he's doing. He needs to be doing a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they won the game. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck about all that. They need to be playing better. San Francisco needs to be playing a lot better to be able to be that contender that they were last year. Mm-hmm. Arizona, I'm not worried about. As long as Carson Palmer's under center, they're not going anywhere. Okay? He's fucking garbage. He's a shitty fuck.
All right, thank you.
All right? So, Arizona, you guys are finished. You might as well just go to the game. Just go there to just have fun. Don't even think about anything else happening. That's it. The Honey Badgers getting fucking penalties in the end zone for throwing people down to the end.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Like, bro, what are you, like, listen, Arizona. Something has to be, and I'm very, very upset because Bruce Arians is a great guy. You saw what he did with the Colts when, what's his name? Chuck Pagano was diagnosed with leukemia. He did a great job. And I don't think he realizes that Carson Palmer's a fucking bum. Or maybe he does and doesn't know what to do about it. But Carson Palmer's shitty. And he really needs to go. And that's just my take on it.
Yeah, because if Carson Palmer's shitty, but then your second string guy is also shitty, you put Carson Palmer out there to get your money's worth. You're still paying him, so you need to work.
Carson Palmer is a fucking bum. That's it. Go ahead.
Washington at Dallas. Washington 16, Dallas 31.
Okay. Washington started this game off right. Coming out in the pistol. Doing certain things like they're supposed to do because they have a mobile quarterback. Mm-hmm. But then RG3 was doing a lot of stupid shit. He was throwing the ball erratically. Aww. He wasn't like... He's just not the same guy. There's no debate right now.
On the route of Cam Newton.
Yeah, there's no debate right now who's the better pick from last year. Yeah, there's no debate. Luck is the better QB. I'm very disappointed in what has happened with RG3 because a lot of it is the coaching and the way that the plays that they're giving him, but a lot of it is him making mistakes on the field as well. Mm-hmm. And he's not showing any type of growth. Russell Wilson, you can see that he studies the game a lot and he goes out and plays.
Russell Wilson has shown growth.
Yes.
Colin Kaepernick
he's shown growth, but he's
shown growth.
He's
but like
subtle.
Not
he's
in
subtle
the
growth.
Right way.
Yeah. He's just not.
It's like trying something different to see if he can do that instead of sticking with his strength.
Yeah, it's not working out.
RG3 seems like there's something on his mind. It's not football.
And you think that his Caucasian wife is having an affair?
I don't know if it's that. I don't know if there's some health issues going on with other people in his family. If there's just family drama.
That would have came out by now.
I feel like he doesn't have
the focus
that you need to have when
you know what he needs.
This is what your
needs a big booty bitch.
Your pay scale is.
Yeah, he needs a big booty bitch, and I think that he'll be on track. That'll help him focus. He needs a big booty bitch.
All right.
But he also can't be the face of my franchise because he
looks like that.
No, because he looks like that. Plus, he got braids in. Like, bro, cut that shit on. Get yourself a Caesar and chill the fuck out. because you look like a fucking. You look like
it's nothing against, it's nothing against long hair. It's how the hair is styled and presented.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care if you look. You know what I haven't seen a lot? I haven't seen a lot of men of color with long natural hair. I haven't seen it.
That's not locked.
Yeah, that's not locked. Just long. You know what I'm saying? The style, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, just because the shit looks good on certain dudes.
It does. You can have the ponytail.
Yeah.
Your boy in that movie.
Which boy in the movie?
Oh gosh, Pootie Tang.
Oh, his shit is right.
Like how he had, or like how Snoop Dogg used to have.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Just slip back.
It looks
but that's
nice,
pimp status.
It looks
listen.
Nice and neat
and
even.
Yeah, but that's straight pimp status with
and
Snoop Dogg.
I've seen locks. I've seen locks where they look nice and uniform and even and clean.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. These are not even locks. These are just braids. He don't need to be.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't need. It looks like a fucking African booty scratch type thing.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? You remember African booty scratches?
Yes, I do.
That's what it looks like. He needs to just fucking do something about it, and he needs to do it now. That's all I'm saying.
And his hair isn't even any longer than when he was in college.
Because he might have to put extensions. He's probably put extensions in it. But he can't be the face of my franchise. Dallas, Tony Romo didn't really need to do much because the punt returner did everything. What the fuck is his name? Chris Harris? I think his name.
I know.
Yeah.
You're asking too much of me right now.
I don't know. I think it's Harris or something. He had some crazy ass punt returns. So Tony Romo didn't really need to do anything. So I can't really comment on Tony Romo for this game.
Should he be the face of the franchise?
He can. Tony Romo's not an ugly guy. He could be the face of the franchise. I definitely wouldn't put Des Bryant there because he's been beating his mom. Miles Austin is like never in the game. DeMarco Murray is always injured. Yeah, Jason Witten is a corn-fed Caucasian man, but he doesn't fit the criteria. He just looks too stern.
Tony Romo looks like the face of Dallas.
Tony Romo, I give him that. He has the face to be able to be used. He has that smile. He has a very, very good smile. So he definitely can make it happen. But RG3, I'm very disappointed in him, and I just wish that he would go away and turn into a fucking spider. Next question. Yeah, I said it earlier and you didn't catch it. Now you caught it. Just showing you how freaking retarded women are.
Indianapolis at San Diego. Indianapolis 9, San Diego 19. For real?
Yes, I watched the whole game. You weren't paying attention, but I watched the whole game. I'm going to tell you this right now.
Andrew Luck came out here and got 9 points?
No, Andrew Luck did. Listen, his receiver, Fleener, Reggie Wayne, TJ Hilton, all the niggas were dropping balls. Well, not niggas, men of color and Caucasians. But they were all dropping the ball. Andrew Luck, I'm going to tell you something about Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is going to be a great quarterback in this league. I'm going to tell you why. That motherfucker right there, and I'm not meaning motherfucker like he fucks his mom, just that person, Andrew Luck. Listen, I like the way that he goes to the stadium, to the booth, for the interviews after wins and losses. He's sort of like me. Like, if I go out and lose a game, I can't dwell on it after... You know what I'm saying? After the game's over, I'm gonna be pissed right here. It's done. You got to move on and get prepared for the next game. That's how he is, and he'll go there and tell you, "Look, man, listen, just like every other loss, whatever like that. But I'd rather be here than 1-5." Next question.
See, I wanna hear an interview where people come out and they ask you the stupid questions when you lose. Oh yeah, so you know what happened? And somebody be like, you know what? They scored more points than we did, and next question. Like, I just want
people have done that. People have done that
because what kills
in basketball.
Me and what's funny to me about football is how the commentators will make the most simplest basic things as if that's their own insight. Like, yeah, if these guys want to come out and win, they got to score more points than the other guys. Like, really? Are you serious?
Listen,
that's what they got to do?
Okay, listen, they're just making conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Don't just make conversation like that. Talk about something else. Don't just kill time. Put a commercial in there or something.
Okay, but all right, thank you.
That annoys me.
I just
want to hear, like, the people at the interview will be like, yo, what happened? Like, what the fuck do you mean happened? They scored more points than we did.
Thank you.
That's what I want to say.
I gotta give Phillip Rivers a lot of credit. First of all, he's about to have his 7th child.
Oh my God.
I hope.
Her vagina must be so big. That baby's just gonna walk out.
I don't hope.
She's gonna be shopping in Walmart, and the baby's just gonna drop out.
All right, thank you. But I wish him the best. I hope the child comes. Well, not hope, but primarily, I just always wish that your child, all children come out healthy. It was imminent yesterday while he was playing the game because he just be fucking, and that's his 7th kid.
Yo,
great, but I gotta give him, from what he did last year to this year. I gotta give this guy credit, man. This guy really.
He needs that goddamn job. He got 7 kids,
and he better be working as soon as he retires.
And see, to me, he seems like one of the rare guys that after practice, after all the stuff with football happens, that he goes home to his wife.
He has to. He has 7 kids. Listen, he has 7 kids. Listen.
Unlike all these other guys that are just meeting their kids, and the kids is like 2 years old and stuff like that.
All right, thank you.
And they don't know what's happening. Like, he is going home and banging out his wife.
Also, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. What is that? San Diego. Pretty much right now, Phillip Rivers looks very, very different than he did last year. Ryan Matthews, he was running harder than a fucking, like, yo, I don't even know what to say. It was really, really interesting to see that their formula was to just slow the game down and successfully get first downs for the entire game. I got to give him a lot of credit. I can't say, Phillip Rivers, listen, the guy likes to fuck without rubbers, but he's out there playing his game, and I'm very, very happy for him. And like I said, I just hope that everything goes well with his child. Hopefully he's born and everything is good, everything with the health, and he just continues to fucking rape dudes. But the Colts were coming off of a big win, beating Seattle, and this is why you should never bet the NFL. Because you couldn't have told me that San Diego was going to win this game. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people went to Vegas, bet their house and their wife, and are now houseless and have no wife. Because this right here is a crazy situation. But, all in all, it was a great game. The run game was what it was about. The San Diego offensive line was extremely dominant in this game. Other than that, there's nothing much that I could really say about the game itself. Phillip Rivers can definitely be the face of the franchise because he's fucking bitches and he's married. And, he looks like he's a good dad. Andrew Luck, without a doubt, is the face of that franchise with the Colts because he just came in. And even though Peyton Manning, I don't think Peyton Manning would have been doing that much better than what he's doing already. And the way that he adds that extra effect of being mobile, I just think Andrew Luck in the long run was the better choice, even though Peyton Manning's having good success right now in Denver.
Yeah, I can't get mad at all. Indianapolis had to make a business decision. At the end of the day, you got to make a business decision.
And they made a very good decision not going with the darkie.
Oh. I thought you meant about, like, getting rid of Peyton Manning.
No, they made a very good decision about not going with the darkie.
You know what? Yeah, they did. Yes. They really did.
And pretty much right now, that's it. And
they're sitting back like, haha, I told you so.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But pretty much that's it, man, for the recap.
Well, I have a question. Is there anyone that's still undefeated?
Yes, Kansas City and the other team.
Kansas City, wow. And what other team?
And the Broncos.
Wow, okay.
I believe that they're the only two. Everybody else got their ass whipped. So,
congrats.
Yeah, so, that's what it is pretty much. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast recap. Today we had it featuring Ms. Gmia. It will be in the label so you guys know when she's featured. Other than that...
Why? So they can skip it?
Yes. Other than that, I gotta have a disclaimer out there. But pretty much that's it for today. I'll be back for week 7 and continue to, download these podcasts and do what you've been doing. Spread the word. It's completely different. You're always going to get originality with Gmia. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. You got anything you want to say?
Nope.
All right, good. Because I didn't give a fuck anyway. All right, so pretty much I'll see you guys next week. Same times. Same bat time. Same bat channel. Peace. What?